I mean, Alex attacks David Icke for his reptilian theories, but at least David Icke goes about his presentations correctly and in fact very well by adding some sarcasm to the proceedings, which gives more interest. Mind you, as many know, I don't trust David Icke either. You know, he's on the telly and everything else, but in many ways he's far better than Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones tries to discredit Eric's information on how nukes have been put on certain ley lines in order for the detonation to work as planned. This is also in accordance with the harmonics of the sun. It's where the sun's in a certain location in order for the nuke to explode. It's all to do with frequencies and stuff that we're not privy to, you know, occult. This is the information that the Jesuits and the Maltese just do not want you to know. This is their occult and for them only. While it highlights the importance of the sun more than ever in their actions, along with showing you their airborne nuclear info is a complete hoax and fraud. Also, do you believe, folks, that there's not nukes planted all over the ground? If you wished to nuke a nation without any chance of it being stopped, then how would you do it? You'd do it this way. We also know of various individual groups of intelligence agencies which deal with specifically nukes. I forgot the division of Mossad now, in which controls much of the nuke maintenance that has to be done regular. There's Israeli Mossad. I thought we don't talk about Israeli Mossad, Alex Jones. So now according to Alex Jones, I'm now a well-meaning 2-year-old idiot for following Eric Phelps, and so is anybody else. Well, I'd like to call myself a downright idiot if I followed you, Alex Jones. I look back at my beginnings in all this, and I can't believe how Alex Jones suckered me in all them years ago. It disgusts me terribly. Alex, you keep throwing yourself in the deep end once again. Next, according to you, and you only, this is Eric claims the Earth is on some sort of string, which to me sounds like some sort of like a conquer game, you know, of Great Britain, where you fight one of the conquers on a string. Where'd you come up with this? I mean, are you Texans snakes or thick as elephant dung? Eric does not speak about any nonsense string with the Earth. Eric does speak of geocentrism, and that's based on, for instance, Psalm 19 of the Bible. This is simply where the Earth is still and doesn't go a merry path around the sun, but in fact it means the sun goes a merry path around the Earth instead. Now, many people have believed this in the past, and they still do. Why is it in the Bible, for God's sake? But why do the Jesuits detest the Bible and its many truths and truths, whilst the Jesuits, are peddling the lies? But what about some of the lower down ranked Jesuits who also believe this geocentrism? I mean, are you smarter than a Jesuit now, Alex Jones? Or Tex Mars? Are you smarter than these continuations of the Chaldean academic classes? I think not. Yeah. Also, I'm personally on the fence with this subject somewhat, as I just do not know. And no non-high-end NASA, Vatican intelligence or Jesuit will know either. Unless you go up into space yourself and view it, then how are you going to know? Or obviously tied to these orders and organisations at the top. So are we to believe that the Book of Genesis, though, is nonsense? If the Jesuits hate this knowledge, then there must be something to it, which would benefit us and show us how they're doing certain things that they're doing. Why did Jesuit Leon Foucault, Foucault, backed by Jesuits, controlling, for instance, Louis Napoleon, rigged the experiment in the city of Isis, Paris, at the Church of Pantheon? Why did the Jesuits need this rotation of the Earth for their evolution agenda drawn up by Jesuit Erasmus Darwin? And then obviously his grandchild, Jesuit Charles Darwin, fronted it then, you see. Please answer me, our great CIA Alex Jones. Right, in one breath he claims we are well-meaning 2-year-old idiot, which to me implies that we're stupid. And then, when he lets the internet lot listen to the music, he then says to Tex Mars, quote, "We're clearly not crackpots, and that we're out to discredit him. So what is it, Alex Jones? You're admitting we have knowledge and we are of a high intelligence, which deep down, basically, I think you're amazed at and actually admire. One minute you're saying that we're fit, the next minute you're saying that, we're not crackpots. You're the crackpot, if anything. We've broken yours and the Maltese crew's countermeasures, something which is very hard to do. I hope you see this, folks. So Tex Mars claims he's the overall truth movement. What a cocky statement is this? Like they're the only ones out there. Sorry, Tex, you're not the only one out there. And there's many other Maltese shills like yourself out there, and far more impressive than yourself at shielding the devious Jesuit actions. You're not very good. I like how the CIA and the Mossad have tremendous amounts of money. I wonder how big your paycheck is, Tex. I see no penny from anyone whatsoever and never will. I do not crave money. It is of no use in the real non-bird corporate Maltese cage. They like to trap us all in it. So now Tex Mars attacks Eric Phelps for being on an Israeli radio show. What about your buddy right opposite you called Alex CIA Jones, who's been on Fox News, CNN, MTV, C-SPAN, Russia TV, and on and on and on? How can you have the audacity to come out with this? If I remember this right, it's exactly the same Israeli show, right, which has hosted Barry Kamish, or Shamish, Chamish. So tell me why Barry had to fear for his bloody life in Israel, Mr. Tex Mars. Why did he have to leave in order to stop them killing him over there, Mr. Tex Mars? Do you even know Barry Kamish, or is he just another Jew to you, Mr. Tex Mars? So what have you proven, Tex, with this one? Just that you're a complete hypocrite and a buffoon like your other CIA chum sitting by you. So this is your great research. Are you purposely trying to discredit yourself, or are you plainly an elephant turd that's thick? By the way, Tex, are you trying to be the next Alistair Darling? Or something? With the eyebrow thing going on, your black eyebrows, your bleach blonde hair. Are you trying to be a wrestler? You're trying to be the overeaten Ric Flair? That they lie, don't they? The wrestlers, they have it. That's all fiction and a stage show. I think you fit in pretty fine there. So now, Tex, you say Eric Phelps is supposedly exposing the Jesuits. So now you're claiming that he hasn't exposed the Jesuits, Tex. Eric is the foremost authority on the Society of Jesus by far. Tell me something, Tex and Jones. What do you think of your guest Jordan Maxwell? Why he wanted to announce Eric Phelps at the ConCon 2002 and wanted to listen to his Jesuit talk, as he'd been looking into Eric's work in the past and also promotes it on his website, and I think he still does to this day, as far as I know. So now Tex decides Eric Phelps doesn't like people who exposes Zionism. Tell me why Eric Phelps exposes the hand of the Sabbatean Labour Masonic Zionist then. Eric has no problem with people exposing Zionism and Zionists. The problem he has is when people who know better simply will not tackle the Roman commander, these off-Judans. You can't keep blaming these off-Judans when you are aware and you know what's really going on, and that's what annoys us. Now tell me, Tex, right, what it says in the Bible about the Jews, what they say. In the Bible, the Jews, quote, have no king but Caesar, end quote. Now, who is Caesar exactly? And what is the Pope? Is the Pontimus Maximus again, an old title that the Caesar had. We are dealing higher now into the Omega level, and we don't want to be blaming Hof-Judans for everything as if they're at the top, who are little piddly puppet knights, if they're lucky, when we know better. It's also very hard for us to listen to people putting all the blame on the wrong crowd. So Mr. Tex Mars, you got Eric's book, and it was absolutely ridiculous, was it? And hokey and all this crap you come out with. Why doesn't Jordan Maxwell seem to think so, and other so-called authorities in conspiracy? Why did you sell it for so long upon your site, Mr. Tex Mars?